So our next speaker, YahNe Ndgo. That's all right. YahNe Ndgo is a writer, singer, and global activist. Among those building an international community, coordinating efforts to assure that basic living rights, peace, equity, and freedom are enjoyed across the earth. She is the mother of a 19-year-old singer and writer and owner of Deep Blue Woman Company. After an authentic appearance on CNN, during which she discussed her stance on the 2016 election race, YahNe was cast into the international spotlight. She is eager to use this new level of visibility to further her goals to promote global transformation and usher in the better world. Please, everybody, help me welcome in YahNe Ndgo.
Are these the only mics?
Yep, these are the ones.
Hey, y'all. I feel a little contained. I can't move around. I could do that, right? I could do that. Is that all right? I don't want to stand all the way over there. I want to be like a little more close to you guys. Can you hear me fine? Are y'all ready for the political revolution? I got something that I'm going to say, and y'all not going to like it. Fuck a political revolution. Revolution, I got the definition pulled up here on my phone. A revolution is a forcible overthrow of government or social order in favor of a new system. I was sitting at home or in my room thinking about this idea of a political revolution. And what I realized is that is not a realistic idea. It doesn't exist. A political revolution really is kind of saying we're going to get up inside of the politics and the system and we're going to transform it. That's not a revolution. That's reformation or reforming, whatever the correct word is. That's not a revolution. That's not overthrowing anything. That's what we've been doing for generations. The idea of a political revolution is what brought us mass incarceration. A political revolution has increased the number of people who have been deported from our country. A political revolution has caused the lives of millions of people across this globe just within the last several years. We do not need a political revolution. What we need is an actual revolution. What we need to do, I was talking about this, with various of my comrades, many of you I've talked to in this room. And the question comes up, how can you do that, right? When the systems in place are so powerful. And they are, and they've got all kinds of resources, including now drones that enable them to drop bombs on us like we're video game characters. Anytime they want to, they don't even have to feel the reality of what they're doing to people anymore, right? I mean, that's what we're dealing with right now. How do we do it? And my answer to that is we do it from inside of here. We do it amongst ourselves. So we have to start. And this goes back to a little bit about what we were talking about last Thursday. We got to go inside and understand what it is that we are holding on to and what it is that we are doing that is actually counter-revolutionary. So, for example, I would like all of the people in here, and I think that a good number of you will stand up, but I would like all of the people in here who are racist to stand up. Racist. Racist. Those people in here who are racist. All right, now all you people who are sitting down, you have work to do. Okay? You've got work to do. Because you can't be growing up in this system here and not be racist. It's not possible. It's not your fault. But you can't do anything to transform it if you can't even acknowledge it. I need you to say, hello, my name is, and I am a racist. I need you to say it. Thank you. That is the beginning of us being able to begin that transformational and revolutionary process. We have to be able to acknowledge that we've got so much crap inside of us that prevents us from being able to be the people we're striving to be all day long, because we've been programmed by our media, we've been programmed by our magazines, by our movies, by the books we read, by the curriculum that we learn in our school. We have been programmed to be racist against each other and against ourselves. And if we don't deal with that programming, then we're going to be killing more people in more countries and in this country as the generations progress. So we have to acknowledge what's going on. That is where the revolution starts. That is where the revolution starts. So you got to understand what is not revolutionary when we sitting here running around talking about being in a revolution. It is not revolutionary to have a president drop a microphone and then drop a bunch of bombs on a bunch of people across this earth. It's not revolutionary for us to not criticize a president simply because he's a black man, and to hold on to him as somebody who's too important to criticize because he got swag, because he's walking around with a good-looking face and a smooth voice. It's not revolutionary for us to criticize the Secretary of State and act like that man is not her president. They act like that man is not her boss. That coup and horrendous that she supported, he supported that shit too. And I want you to understand that when you don't fight for the people of Honduras, then you are fighting against me. If you don't stand with the people of Rwanda, then you don't stand with me. You stand against me. Those are my brothers and sisters in Rwanda. Those are my brothers and sisters in Honduras. Those are my brothers and sisters in Haiti. Those are my brothers and sisters in Iraq. Those are my brothers and sisters in Libya. Those are my brothers and sisters in Syria. It don't matter that they're on the other side of the border. Buttons are nice. T-shirts with nice slogans are great. That's not revolutionary. Throwing on a T-shirt does not make you a revolutionary. You might be a revolutionary who throws on a T-shirt, but throwing on a T-shirt does not make you revolutionary, okay? We have been very much, I noticed a lot of Bernie supporters in here, right? Where are my Bernie supporters? I'm about to hurt your feelings again. I don't like to hurt your feelings, but I want you to know that I didn't come here to make y'all feel good. That's not what I came here to do today. I came here to push a little bit. I came here to challenge, because the reality is if we don't get this shit right, we're going to have the loss of our shores. We're going to have the loss of half our species, plant and animal species. We're going to have bombs exploding all over this country within the next year. We got to get this right. We got to understand what we're dealing with. We got to understand what we're up against, okay? Now, I want to read you just the first paragraph of an article that was written and published in Black Agenda Report, May of last year, by Brother Bruce Dixon, who I believe is here. All right. All right. The title of this article is Presidential Candidate Bernie Sanders Sheepdogging for Hillary and the Democrats in 2016. The sheepdog is a card the Democratic Party plays every presidential primary season when there's no White House Democrat running for re-election. I'm going to jump the first paragraph. Vermont Senator and ostensible socialist Bernie Sanders is playing the sheepdog candidate for Hillary Clinton this year. Bernie's job is to warm up the crowd for Hillary, herding activists. Any activists up in here? herding activist energies and the disaffected left back into the Democratic fold one more time. Bernie aims to tie up the activist energies and resources till the summer of 2016, when the only remaining choice will be the usual lesser of two evils. Anybody been hearing anybody talk about the lesser of two evils today? Anybody hear that talk over this summer? Over the summer of 2016? And I know the idea that Bernie would be working within this whole system while he's telling us that he's working against it is a hard idea. But this is the reality. It doesn't even matter. And let me tell you why it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because all of us are here. Bernie still served that purpose as a beacon, and he pulled millions of unactivated people and got them involved in this system. He still caused millions of people to understand that we are living within a corrupt system. He caused us to find each other. Now we are prepared with the collectiveness to actually change this world. So if that was Bernie's intention or if it was not Bernie's intention, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we let go of our hold to these personalities. You cannot be beholden to Barack Obama because he promised change and hope. You cannot be beholden to Hillary Clinton because she got hot sauce in her bag. And we cannot be beholden to Bernie Sanders either. We have to be beholden to the hundreds of thousands of children who don't have enough food to eat. We have to be beholden to the children who Hillary Clinton sent back to the country that she helped create all that upheaval in. Those children living in those dangerous conditions of Honduras that she created with her support, trying to escape that, and she wants to send them a message by sending them back. Those are the people who we have to be fighting for. We got to acknowledge our privileges. We talk a lot about white privilege, and that's something that's a major conversation. It's an important conversation because a lot of these stuff that we're talking about all fall under, as we discussed before, the umbrella of white supremacy. They all do. Animal justice issues, climate justice issues, social justice issues. They all fall under the umbrella of white supremacy. So white privilege is a significant and important thing that we need to be talking about, but we also have to acknowledge U.S. privilege. When we sit here and we want to talk about how the Clintons did some good things for the middle class here in the U.S., we ain't thinking about what they did to Rwanda. What, does that not matter? They don't matter because they on the other side of the earth. They matter to me. And if they don't matter to you, then that's something you need to be checking about. That's something you need to check about. We have to make sure that we identify our various privileges. And the U.S. privilege is a significant one because of the fact that the United States is the powerhouse of this entire world. We set the tone of what happens everywhere. If we don't do the right thing here, the world suffers. The entire world suffers. I don't want to see any more pictures of children with limbs blown off. I don't want to watch any more videos of children crying because that building that was across the street, they watched it get blown up and their parent was inside of it. I don't want to see any more of that. I don't want to see any more of that. We got to make that shit stop. We have to do it. It's our job right now to save this planet. It's our job right now to save humanity. And I don't want you guys to think that this is just some cute speech. I want you to understand that I mean this shit right here when I say that it is our job. We have to do it. And I've been saying to my friends for a while that we have to make this happen, and we have to make it happen during my lifetime. I want to see it. But here's the thing. It don't take that long. If we get ourselves together and we become determined to make the first and most important thing the creation of an equitable world, then I believe that also my mother will see it. I believe my grandmother can see it. So my charge to you and my challenge to you is to get your boots on the ground, get your hands wet, make this world the world it was supposed to be. Do it right now. I want my grandmother to see the work that we have done. I want my grandmother to see that beautiful world that we have every ability to create. It can be done like that. We're going to have to do it. I want to hear you say we're going to do it. I want to hear you say you're going to do it. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to do it. It will be a revolution. Thank you.
Thank you, YahNe Ndgo. Amazing.